420 culture, or especially 420 related humor, kill me. You know what 420 is, right?
Yeah. It's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
Comedy gold!
Oh no, a Scooby-Doo incarnation everyone hates. What are they gonna do, not make endless Scooby-Doo media? That'd be great. As the resident Scoob movie defender, I gotta be one of the few to talk about Velma without making 40 videos on it. Crazy, I know. 2023's Velma on HBOMax is the 600th Scooby-Doo TV show. This time it's an adult show about Velma solving her own mysteries. She's got that hashtag main character energy. You go, girl boss. Fire me without severance packages. Financial instability is my anti-drug. The gang's all here except Scooby because apparently his existence is too childish according to this insider interview. Like in this show full of roaches having sex and weed jokes, a talking dog is too juvenile.
Well, well, well.
I've heard this show be compared to what Riverdale did to Archie. I can see that since they gotta solve an ongoing murder plot. Velma's gotta find who's been scooping out her classmates' brains while also asking where did her mother go. To a better show, I hope. Take me with you. Hey Lois, this is just like that Family Guy cutaway gag.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
They got Frank Welker for that? They got Frank Welker for this?
You're embarrassing yourself, Frederick. It's bad enough you still eat pancakes and drink non-alcoholic beverages like a baby.
Yes, Father. Sorry, Father.
Personally, I compare this to the Harley Quinn show, except I love that, while Velma is not as funny. There's only 2 episodes out, so it's my first impression. It just feels like Velma, Daphne, and Fred are just so aggressively angry to each other with the same levels of anger that it's kind of unpleasant and one note. I like asshole characters, but I don't think we see enough of their soft side in their present day. There's flashbacks to their nicer self, but Velma as a character, I really don't like being around. That could change, like how early BoJack Horseman did the same. I'll maybe cover the full season next time I do a Modern Cartoons video, if, my thoughts change.
Exactly. I think it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
Beyond the cruelty, of course, you got drug jokes. Words like zoinks and the mystery machine exist only as illegal substances. It has the same predictable energy of, yo, the mushrooms in Super Mario are drugs. Were they on drugs when they made this?
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
If you really want to get swole, try Zoinks. You'll be bouncing them big old man boobs faster than you can say, who is this for?
At least they did not make Shaggy an intentional stoner, so that's subversive, I guess. And there are a few jokes that made me laugh. I thought some of the gags in the trailers were good, though watching the show, all those good ones are few and far in between. Velma has the vibe of a celebrity-created cartoon made by people who probably don't watch anything animated outside of Fox. This doesn't feel like it was made by an actual cartoonist. HBOMax presents Mindy Kaling as Velma. Who the hell is Mindy Kaling? Oh, she was in The Office.
Oh my god, I love it.
Or how you gave it to
So now, more than ever, studios are hesitant to greenlight any original properties. Like, even way more than before. I've seen artists such as Friendship is Magic creator Lauren Faust compare the current landscape to the 80s. You need a celebrity or a pre-existing property to make a show out of. There's like 2 Loud House shows, there's like 5 Star Trek shows, 3 He-Man shows, 10 Star Wars shows, 3 SpongeBob shows at the same time. That's why I'm a fan of the theory that Velma was just some original high school mystery idea that was forced to be Scooby-Doo. Normally I'm all for weird interpretations of Hanna-Barbera properties. Early Adult Swim was nothing but that, yet this just feels like a standard adult parody with some overdone meta humor. So often you have that moment of a character spouting, wow, if a show did this, that would be a cliche. Good thing this isn't a TV show.
But if the kids in every teen show ever can get through a brush with a deranged serial killer, so can I.
Normally, origin stories are about tall, handsome guys struggling with the burden of being handed even more power. It's like the one positive stereotype perpetuated by cop shows.
Have you ever noticed how pilot episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity than the rest of the series?
Oh, they do this so much. Meta humor was funny 10 years ago when Rick and Morty premiered. Yeah, Rick and Morty premiered 10 years ago. But it's so overdone by this point. Characters pointing out it's a TV show lost any surprise. Meta just comes off as smug and smelling your own farts, thinking you're smarter than everyone else in the room. True, everyone including those watching this video do enjoy that smell, but at this point it's a dead horse. Or no, Meta is like some cynical guy no one likes proclaiming emotions are just chemicals in the brain. Like, yeah, thanks. I'm gonna still do the things that give me the happy chemicals. Existential dread? That's out of my control. Not my problem. I do a Z-target backflip every day of my life.
I am real! A real man, Father! Who are you?
If I tell you...
So, Velma can just put her glasses back on?
Any secret to it? Just good food, great tunes, and I let teens...
Visually, this show actually looks good. The designs have more detail and appeal than the typical Family Guy, Rick and Morty wannabes. Remember this one? It was okay. Though, whenever there's a dark scene, the lighting cranks up the quality. Like, it's amazing how much shading and rim lights can improve a style.
Norville, get off my jock and let me solve this mystery. Oh God.
Okay, honestly, scenes like this, it makes me want to stick around and see if the later episodes improve. Now, I don't know if the art style is supposed to be, you know, like, attractive and fan servicey to people or not. I don't find any of these characters attractive. Yet, the first episode opens to an insanely explicit group shower scene with, high schoolers around... Oh... You couldn't have this in college or make them 18-year-old seniors or something? Was Big Mouth the only other cartoon they've watched? Velma tries hard to be edgy, though going back to this interview claiming Scooby being around would have made this impossible to write as an adult show, whatever that means, it's just stupid. They've already had Scooby in mature comics, a Harvey Birdman episode, and edgier kid shows that adults can enjoy too. Their reasoning is so stupid that part of me thinks it was really just WB being against Scooby. Like, they didn't want the most recognizable character being an adult cartoon. If a kid searches up Scooby-Doo on HBOMax, they hopefully won't find this. At least Shaggy's here. Well, actually, they call him Norville, which is Shaggy's real name? I didn't know that. Is this an origin story, since he barely acts like Shaggy at all? There's been other Scooby incarnations with different characters tagging along. I feel like they could have done that here. Swapped them out with someone else.
I don't even have a problem. I don't even have a problem with Velma being gay, obviously. If we're going to take Scooby-Doo seriously, we should be more concerned about the talking dog. But they did make this the most realistic season ever. The Mystery Machine can't afford gas, so they don't go anywhere.
So if you want a more mature Scooby, then just watch Mystery Incorporated. It has an ongoing plotline and a murky, sometimes neon-lit art style. It's probably the last of that threatening Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost macabre style of Scooby. Or just watch Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's like a tribute to all those 70s Scooby bootlegs. Yeah, a group of teens solve mysteries with a weird mascot or a celeb. Except this is the opposite of a single teen and a group of weird-ass mascots and Mike Tyson. It's a celebrity cartoon that's actually funny.
Hey, Fred.
Do I know you?
It's Velma from school. You cheat off me in Spanish because you think I'm Mexican.
Maybe. I have a disease where...
As its own show, it's not very funny or engaging. The characters I do not care for. If my thoughts change after this 2-episode first impression, I'll update y'all in another Modern Cartoons vid. As of now, Velma is just eh. Anyway, I got a bigger, stranger, colorful Dreamcast games vid I'm working on. So if you got any Dreamcast games you want me to cover, tell me which ones. See ya!